Hello, my beautiful friends. I hope you had an amazing weekend. I did. I'm exhausted. I spent most of yesterday sleeping until I had to go to Scottish Society because the girls had me playing Gaga, which wasn't even a thing when I was a kid, but it's like the newfangled version of dodgeball, and you play it in a pit. And I am old and I am fat, so I was I was exhausted. I came home yesterday and I my mother-in-law was talking to me on the phone. I handed the phone to Dave and I'm like, I was asleep in 2 minutes. Anyway, we made these awesome little wood things. This is my trail name, which was given to me by the Girl Scouts, but this is also my trail name on the Appalachian Trail. Today I get to see some hikers. I get to take them and shuttle them around a little bit. So it is, really the start of the hiking season. I had a birthday girl who's trying to set the record for being the oldest um, female to hike the Appalachian Trail. I've had her, so she was my first hiker. But anyway, great Monday. Hike a rune. I didn't pull any runes. I think I mentioned this. Some of the girls in the troop are super religious, and you have to know your audience. So I didn't really get to pull any runes, but I did get to go walking in the morning out in nature, and I got to see some deer, and it was just beautiful. The night sky was amazing. We had a lot of maple sugar candy, which is good. All right, let's get a stone spirit for stone. Let's see, what do we have today? All right, here we go. And what do you say does this stone mean? So Eihwaz translates to the yew tree, and there's no inversion. It means balance, enlightenment, death of a path, so something that's going away, the world tree and wisdom, trees, the connection that they have in the underworld, right? So trees are connected underneath. There's a mother tree. Oh, don't even get me started on forestry and the mother tree. Strong, firm, flexible, the past growing into the future. Apples, and which apples are a symbol of the dead. Hidden secrets, deep knowledge, spiritual endurance, transition to a new life, and just a reminder that bravery will be needed. So something is coming to an end. It could be a relationship. It could be a habit. It could be, something, it could be a good thing that's ending, a bad thing that's ending. So let's get a card to, sort of clarify what it means. In general, it's a positive rune. Something is over, but it's making room for something good. And, trees are amazing. And when you think about it, they communicate with their roots. And the forest is like such a genius system, right? The trees talk to each other, even like the fungus and mushrooms. The mushrooms, they work to make sure that the forest is protected, and they work with the trees to make sure that there's room enough for the trees to be healthy, and they get rid of the trees that are in the way. They help break down the trees and make them into food for the little creatures in the forest. Like, really, we could learn a lot. Humans could learn a lot from trees. All right, so let's shuffle. Ask for clarification for the yew tree. See what Spirit has for us today. Spirit's like, you didn't pull me all weekend. I know, but... All right, what do we have? We have the white stag. I love this card. It's so beautiful. And it says, shape-shifting, support, and other world. So what might be changing? I don't know how that speaks to you. I have to think about how it speaks to me. I'm not sure how that card relates to this stone. I'm going to keep it out. It actually didn't pop out of the deck. It stuck out of the deck. So I'm going to see if maybe Spirit is like, that wasn't the card I wanted for you. Because usually you do it and we pop them out for you and you pulled one. So we're going to see if maybe there's a different card that makes more sense. Unless something comes to me. There we go. There's a card that came out. Tree Spirit. I love this card. Hello, Tree Spirit. Strength, growth, and stability. And we were just talking about trees and how brilliant they are. So whatever is ending for you, it's going to help you grow. right? So every year, trees lay dormant during winter, and now they're going to start coming back, right? If you go out and look at them, they're going to start getting the green bark on the outside. They go through that dormancy so they can reserve and collect and grow, and then they're better the next year. Some trees, they don't come back, right? But the trees that do, they get stronger, and then they add a new ring, right? So each year that they grow, they get a new ring. And that's true for us too. And that's something that we can learn, is that we need times to go inside so that we can grow outside, so that we can have a new beginning. For those of you who celebrate the Christian tradition of Lent, that is coming up tomorrow. People eat donuts. I do the king cake tradition, but a lot of people around here do the Fashionat tradition, and then honor Lent. And different denominations in the Christian tradition, honor Lent different ways. But other world religions have a similar, a similar concept, and even pagans and witches and things like that have similar fasting traditions, or traditions of periods of inner reflection, to that end in some sort of holiday or some sort of celebration. So as we enter the Lenten season in the Christian tradition, do you have to fast? No. Do you have to say the Stations of the Cross? No. You don't have to do anything. You're an adult. You can do whatever you want. But whatever tradition you celebrate, whether it be Christian or not, these rituals and these traditions that we have in whatever tradition we follow bring meaning to whatever it is we believe. And so this is a time like where we're having that final push before the springtime, right? Before, in the Christian tradition, it's the death and resurrection of Christ, right? Easter is about the resurrection of Christ. It isn't about the death of Christ, right? Everybody dies. What makes us Christian is that he rose again, right? So the celebration is in the rising. And in other traditions, there's, whatever you celebrate, it's in the birth, the springtime of whatever is going on. So this is a reminder from the tree spirits and the trees that they're getting ready for their springtime, right? And so whatever in your life, like, what are you getting ready to give birth to? What are you getting ready to bring? What's your new ring? And how are you preparing for it? And that might mean that some things have to go away in order for the new things to take hold. So that's the message from Spirit, I think, for me anyway, and I hope it resonates with some of you. I am wishing you all the very best in light and love. Have an amazing day and have an amazing week. Bye-bye.